Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, we're checking out the weirdest airsoft guns I could find on the internet. Throughout the video, all of the airsoft guns will actually get more expensive as we go on. But we're going to be starting out with these $16 airsoft spring pistols, and then we'll work our way up all the way to this crazy $400 airsoft alien rifle. Alright, starting off small with these guys. These are the Colt .25s. These guys are basically little tiny spring airsoft pistols. It even comes with 2 spare magazines. Wow! They only have 150 FPS. I definitely thought these guys were pretty hilarious, so this is a $16 pack for both of them. Let's go ahead and open these guys up and see how they shoot. Looks like we have an included .12 gram BBs. These guys look like little fish eggs or something weird like that. There is the little tiny airsoft magazine for these guys. It looks like we have another bag of BBs right here with a whole bunch of different colors, so that's kind of interesting. They probably give you just enough BBs before these guys will actually break because they're so cheap. So this is actually what it looks like. Pretty simple, obviously full plastic construction. It even has a little safety in a fire mode right there, pretty cool. Obviously just take out this magazine down there, load the BBs up right there, put this guy back in, and then cock it back and they're ready to go. Even has a tiny little iron sight, basically a groove in the slide up there. But let's go ahead and load these guys up, do a chronograph test and a shooting test to see if these guys even work. All right, we got our chronograph all set up. This guy's loaded up with 0.2 grams. Let's see what this guy's got. All right, so the first shot, 76.1 with 0.05 joules. So basically not too good. Second shot, 80.6 with 0.06 joules. Not even 0.1 joules, crazy. And then the third shot, 81.2. At least it's pretty consistent. It doesn't even like make it to the tree, and you could like see the BBs like floating. That's crazy. All right, got our beautiful $500 electric target set up. Let's go ahead and test these guys out. So first we're just gonna shoot one of them and actually see if this guy can even make it to the target. All right.
Nope.
Doesn't even make it to the target. All right, let's scoot up a little bit. I'm gonna aim up too. Almost. Effective range about 20-30 feet with this guy. Accuracy is obviously not the best. Nice. All right, actually not the worst. You know, we have a couple outside the target, but yeah, we got some in the target too. Not too bad. Nice job, little dude. Obviously, range and accuracy aren't the specialty for this guy, but nevertheless, this guy is actually really fun to shoot. Boop. Yeah, boy. Probably missed it with the left one. Ooh, bullseye. All right, so for 16 bucks, I don't know why you'd buy any other airsoft gun. This is obviously the best one out there. And the best part about this package is these guys are relatively cheap, so if you accidentally lose one, you don't have to worry about it because you have a second one. Oh, the irony of using a $500 airsoft target, shooting it with basically $8 pistols. So obviously the performances, guys, isn't the greatest, but damn, yeah, these guys are fun to shoot. All right, next up we have an airsoft shotgun, and this guy comes in at about $50. It is called the STF-12, and you might pick up what is kind of going on with this picture, but yeah, this guy is definitely weird to say the least. So let's go ahead and see what this guy looks like. As you look closer in this box, you might be noticing some weird things this guy actually comes with, so I'll explain further in a second. So it looks like this guy comes with a little speed loader right there, a standard little 30 round shotgun shell right there, and then I guess it has a little weird electronic shotgun shell, and I'll show you guys what this is for in a second. We also have a weird little mount here. It does look like we have some cool iron sights included, so that's always nice. So the back one is actually 2 little green dots with a little circle in the middle, and this guy is just a standard little red one with a just single dot right there for the front one. Pretty cool though, not too bad, but let's go ahead and see how this guy feels. So obviously in a previous video, I just unboxed a $100 shotgun, but honestly, this is actually feeling pretty much exactly the same quality as the $100 one I unboxed, which is very nice. This does have some rubber grip right there, and actually a full rubber grip actually on the action where you pull this guy back, so actually feels really nice, especially with gloves on. I would definitely not expect that with a $50 shotgun. Pretty cool. This guy does have some pretty good weight to it, but obviously I'm pretty sure this is a full plastic construction. Even the rail on the top, usually those are at least metal, but this guy I think is plastic. But overall the styling is actually very good. It feels very comfy, and I think this is probably one of the best feeling $50 shotguns you could probably buy. To actually shoot this guy, you pull this lever back right there, insert the shotgun shell right there, and then you simply put this off safety, rack it back, and you're ready to go. There is 3 different barrels, so it's very cool. You can actually get 10 different shots from this little shell, and each shot shoots 3 BBs. Pretty cool. Not too bad, actually, but why is this guy so weird? You would think this would be in the top 5 coolest airsoft guns for the money, but wow, okay, this guy definitely has a little quirk about it. So as you guys saw, there is a little mount right here, and then a weird little orange shotgun shell, and it seems to have some kind of battery compartment as well. So with this guy, you can actually download this app that's actually associated with the shotgun. You can actually put this on the top barrel like so, and put your phone actually mounted up to this guy, and then you can put this special shotgun shell in, and then it knows you're ready to actually play this little app or game that it comes with. And I guess the point of this game is actually to be able to practice, you know, shooting or something like that if you don't have access to actually shoot this guy for real. So with that said, let's go ahead and check out the app and see how this guy works with it. All right, so unfortunately the digital shell did not work, but let's check out the app anyway. Wow, the app has amazing reviews. Nice. That's a good sign. Right after getting crazy glitches, opening the app, and not being able to close the app for a while, I finally got to the login screen and saw this weird try me section. So after getting curious about that with my small walnut brain, I figured out there was a little Easter egg, where if you actually aim your phone at the box, there's a little zombie that pops out and you could shoot it by using your finger. And if you shoot him really fast, you can make him do a little dance. Totally worth the money. Now let's go ahead and check out the real shell. And then usually the target actually has issues with shotguns because this guy shoots 3 at once. It only records one of the BBs kind of in a weird way. So we'll see what the results are after this. -5. So as you can see, the iron sights aren't very accurate. All the BBs are landing up here, but at least you got one on the target. This guy doesn't have any crazy range or anything like that, but if you play in a CQB field and you want a cheap shotgun, this is probably not a bad one to choose. All right, next up we have a tiny little airsoft pistol. This guy comes in at $100. Actually, a pretty nice little case that this guy actually comes with, so that's pretty nice. Ooh, fancy, fancy. Oh, very nice, very nice. Oh, the presentation. So this guy is the WeTech CT25. And as you can see, this is a tiny airsoft pistol, way smaller than my actual hand, so pretty funny. And look at this tiny little magazine. This is hilarious. This is literally the funniest thing I've ever seen. And of course, we had to get this guy in a pink color. Let's go ahead and take this guy out and see how it feels. Wow, this is like actually smaller than I thought it was gonna be. This thing is like so small. That is my hand for reference. Absolutely tiny pistol. And yeah, don't forget, this guy is gas blowback. So yeah, this is the whole thing right here. This is a mix of plastic and metal for the construction. It just like cracks me up actually how small this guy is. It does actually have iron sights on the top right there, kind of built into the top of this slide. There's a tiny little hammer right there. You can even just use 2 fingers to actually rack this slide back. Very, very cool. This is how you actually insert the magazine right there. There you go. And normally to actually get the magazine out, you normally have the magazine release kind of in this area, but this one's kind of way down here, which is very interesting. I've actually never seen an airsoft pistol have that feature. So you just pretty much simply hold that button and the magazine will come out like that. Oh no. Definitely not easy, but it does come out like that. Let's go ahead and load this guy up with some BBs and gas and see how this guy shoots. Pretty sweet. So first shot is 181.7 with 0.31 joules. Second shot, 199.4 with 0.37 joules. This guy's actually kind of fun. Third shot, 202.1 with 0.38 joules. Pretty sick. All right, is anyone else excited to see how this little guy shoots? Well, I sure am, because this guy is absolutely hilarious. So this magazine only holds 7 shots. Let's try to do our best. Let's start with kind of like a medium range to see if this guy can even hit that target. Oh! Whoa, I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but the hop up is literally just going whoop. Guess we're gonna have to go to a little closer range with this guy. Damn, it's even curving up that close. This thing is definitely fun to shoot. That's just a little tiny cute kickback to it. Pretty funny. The accuracy of this guy isn't too bad. We got him all on target, but unfortunately that hop up is acting up, so you can't really do any crazier ranges with this guy. And to test it out truly, this guy's definitely shooting insane hop up. I can see the BBs even curving up into the target, like basically like 15 feet away, which is insane. But yeah, this guy's definitely really fun to shoot though. It's so small and so mighty. All right, next up we have another airsoft pistol. This guy comes in at $120. Ooh, So what's in the box? You first get a speed loader right there. Of course, you get a little tiny bag of BBs. And then the last thing that actually gives away why this thing is so weird is this little tiny battery and this little tiny charger. There's the little tiny battery right there. Very small, obviously my hand for reference. It is a 7.4 volt, is only a 550 milliamp. So you guys guessed it, this is a fully electric airsoft pistol. Wow, this thing is definitely a lot heavier than I thought. Looks pretty cool. It is a full plastic construction for the most part, has some metal, but obviously kind of more of a plastic body. So it doesn't feel super high quality, but definitely looks cool. So obviously this guy is powered by a whole gearbox and motor, etc. So that is why this guy is so heavy. All the internals are actually built into this guy right there. So pretty cool. This guy is the 6mm Pro Shop Cillian Arms BLU AEP. And AEP stands for Airsoft Electric Pistol. So that is kind of why this guy is pretty weird. I've never really shot much Airsoft electric pistols, if not really any. So I'm pretty excited to actually shoot this guy and see how it is. The little magazine right here is very unique as well. Obviously gas blowback pistols have a crazy bigger compartment in the back to actually store all of the gas actually in the magazine, but obviously this guy doesn't need to do that, so that is why it is so skinny. And another reason why they actually make this so small is actually give it more room to have the electronic internals in this guy, and a lot of them are actually in this grip right here. And it'd probably be pretty tricky to actually find the proper pistol magazine pouches for this guy. It does feel, you know, pretty okay. I think it's a full metal construction, but obviously as being skinny, it's kind of hard to actually like get a good grip on this guy and load it up properly. Obviously there's less area to put this guy, so I'd imagine reloading this guy quickly would be a little bit more tricky than a standard gas blowback pistol. Let's go ahead and load this guy up with some BBs, charge this battery, and see how this guy shoots. So for the first shot, looks like we got 187.9 with 0.33 joules. 193.3 with 0.35 joules. And then the third shot, 190.4 with 0.34 joules. So yeah, the FPS is definitely lacking with this guy, but yeah, at least you don't have to worry about the cold as much. But this guy does have full auto, so let's see how fast this guy shoots. Since the magazine runs out BB so quick, we'll do 3 different tests with this guy. Not too bad. Looks like we got about 6 rounds per second. Looks like now we're getting about 7 rounds per second. So, you know, nothing crazy, but not too bad. And then for the last test, looks like we're getting about 6.5 rounds per second with 0.45 joules and about 220 FPS. All right, so let's start with like a little medium range of this guy and see what this guy's got. So obviously the iron sights aren't perfect, but yeah, we got a whole group down here. We got a few on target right there, actually some good ones, and then we got a couple up here as well. So obviously not the craziest accurate pistol, definitely an interesting sensation shooting an electric pistol. All right, we'll do a super close test here, about like 30-40 feet away. All right, that is more like it. Most of the BBs actually on target right there, so pretty nice actually. All right, now let's try some full auto. All right, so there are the full auto results. Actually, not too bad. We got most of them in this target right here. Got a couple outside, not too bad though. We have a really nice grouping right here as well. So yeah, pretty good. This guy is pretty cool, obviously, but I don't think it really does have any advantage over a gas blowback pistol, especially for this price. I think gas blowback pistols have better response, even quicker fire rates if they do have auto. And obviously they're just cooler because of this slide going back and forth. It's just more realistic and way more fun to shoot. It's kind of funny to say, but yeah, pretty much the only reason I'd choose this over a gas blowback pistol is if you cannot use gas blowback pistols. So if you do live somewhere with extremely cold climate and you do need to actually use an electric gun, I think this is something for you. All right, next up, we're going to be almost doubling in price. This guy is almost $200. And this is the Hard Kick Tokyo Marui Desert Eagle. Let's go ahead and see what this guy looks like. Ooh, got a little fun cartoon right there, kind of cool. Of course, the instruction manual right there. Obviously, I love the Tokyo Marui ones because they have all these funny little cartoons for what not to do. Yeah, that is something you should probably not be doing. And this is the 10-inch barrel one, so obviously a crazy long barrel, making this guy very weird. So obviously the cutoff for a standard one is probably right there, but obviously this added a little bit of extended little barrel, making this guy look super quirky and weird. Looks like we have a variable hop up, very nice. So I was actually thinking this guy would be a lot more heavy. It is kind of a little bit top heavy in my opinion. I think the actual barrel and outer barrel right here are actually all metal, but the plastic body itself kind of makes it a weird little weight combo. So it's kind of like a little front heavy, honestly. So there is a safety right there that is on safe, and then that is off safe. You know you're off safe when you see that little red circle. Woo! This thing sounds crazy when you cock it back. Woo! And this is the hard kick version, so I think this guy have a crazy hard kickback. I'm actually pretty excited to experience that. So this is the actual magazine right here. It is a full metal construction, feels very nice. All right, enough dilly-dallying around. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy. All right, first shot. Oh man, they don't call this thing hard kick for nothing. Got the batteries on everything, damn. All right, we're gonna stand a little far back on this guy now. All right, so first shot is 327.7 FPS. Second shot is 326.1 FPS with 0.99 joules. And then the third shot is 325.9 with 0.99 joules. Whew. This thing is definitely kicking pretty hard. All right, it's deagle time, baby. All right, first shot, we'll see if this guy can even hit at this range. Oh, this guy's crazy. Holy, I literally saw the BB like skyrocket past the target. So yeah, this guy definitely has some crazy range. I'm actually gonna have to aim a little lower. Woo. Damn, this guy's pretty good. I was actually expecting this guy to be probably one of the worst performing guns in this video, but damn, this guy's actually not bad. There are all the results right there. Yeah, not too shabby. Sheesh. All right, yeah, damn, not bad. Pretty much all of them in that little group right there. So yeah, really solid. I did not expect this guy to actually have that much performance. I literally just bought this guy because I thought it would be funny. Most of the reason you'd get this guy is obviously for that crazy kickback. Check this out. Damn, boy. This guy's definitely my favorite one so far. This guy's just too much fun. Let's do one more magazine. This time I'm just gonna shoot the whole magazine. I think it holds maybe like 20 shots. Let's actually do one shot back here and see what this guy's got. Woo! Damn, BB just glided straight over the target. Damn, pretty good. Some insane range. Whew. All right, guys, this is gonna be one of my favorite ones from the video. This is by A&K. And this guy comes in at almost $300. Ooh, baby. All right, so this guy is the A&K M1873R. And this guy is a lever action gas airsoft rifle. So what do we have in the box? This looks like we have a little, some kind of crazy loading mechanism to actually load this guy up. Looks like we have some random tools right there, as well as a bag of BBs. Let's pull this guy out and see what it feels like. Oh, wow, this guy is like hecka heavy. Damn, this guy is super heavy. Holy shit. Damn. And if you want, you can actually add this really cool extension it comes with. So there is what it looks like right there. So pretty insane. Full M-lock rail right here. You can add a whole bunch of stuff to this guy, as well as a full metal rail up there. It's got a cool little wood design right here for the little mini stock, and as well as the obvious crazy full gold paint on there. I thought it would have some kind of like shells, but I guess you just insert the BBs right there. So that's kind of interesting. And of course, the lever action mechanism is super satisfying. Where would you insert the gas? That is the question I've been asking myself, and it looks like you actually have to use that little golden adapter right there to put in a can of green gas, and then I guess you do load the green gas in that little nozzle right there in the front, right by the barrel. So obviously this guy is weird as hell. Let's go ahead and load this guy up with some green gas and BBs and see how this guy shoots. First shot. 304.7 FPS with 0.86 joules. Second shot is 294.9 with 0.7 joules. And then the third shot is 249.5 with 0.58 joules. I wonder if it'll drop FPS the fourth time. Yep, again, 227.4. So I guess maybe the gas is running out this guy, but let's try one more. Yeah, every shot it's going down joules and FPS. That's not what we like to see. There we go, there's a crazy shot. 422.5 with 1.66 joules. And then we got 128, interesting. 500, what is happening? Crazy. You can kind of hear it leaking too. I don't know how good this guy is on gas. Obviously, the mechanism for the gas actually is hidden within here, but very interesting to say the least. We got a whole bunch of different results. This guy is somewhat of a rifle, I would assume, so let's go ahead and start all the way back here and see if this guy has some good range. Bruh. Yeah, this guy, it broke. This guy even says QC passed right there, so that's a joke. All right, guys, last but certainly not least this video, this is the most expensive one of the video. This is a $400 airsoft rifle. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Woo, baby, damn. It looks crazy. So there's a little instruction manual right there, pretty cool. Oh. Okay, I guess we don't have an instruction manual anymore, but basically this guy is the Matrix limited edition alien pulse rifle. Let's go ahead and see what this bad boy is all about. Looks like first up we have a little bag of BBs. Looks like it does come with a little magazine right there, pretty cool. Pretty sure the actual insides of this guy are plastic and then it has a little metal outer shell, pretty cool. Take a little look at this guy, this thing is insane. So obviously this is the pulse rifle from the movie Alien. So this guy is a fully electric airsoft gun. It's got a full digital BB counter right there. This guy does have a full attachment down here for a shotgun, which is really cool. You can see the little pump action right there and the little shotgun shell peeking out right there. Let's go ahead and see how heavy this guy actually is. Ooh. Definitely pretty heavy, but not crazy. All right, check this guy out. This is definitely by far one of the weirdest airsoft guns I've ever seen. Obviously, adding to the full weirdness of this guy has a crazy little fire select, so that is actually on safe. Just switch this guy all the way around, and then you're off safe right there. Pretty interesting. And then it is on semi-automatic right there, and if you flip it all the way around like so, that is full auto. Pretty interesting. So actually, to access where the magazine goes in, you actually have to hold this guy down and get rid of this little end cap right there. That is actually where you insert the magazine right here. I'll do that for a demonstration. There you go. And then to get the magazine out is pretty quirky as well. You actually have to lift up this little lever right here, like so. You can actually see there is a little 9-volt little compartment right there and a little switch. So if you switch that guy on, you'll actually turn on this little digital counter and it'll actually count how many BBs you're actually shooting, which is a really cool feature. And it does actually have a fully extendable and collapsible stock right there. So if you press this little button on the top, hold that down, you can actually move this guy all the way back there. So obviously you have different areas for this guy to actually go, so you can make it shorter and longer like that. As you actually come to the end of this airsoft gun, right here at the bottom, it does have a bottom mounted shotgun. So unfortunately, after reading the owner's manual, I found out that this guy is actually a non-functional shotgun down here. So it is just for looks, but at least it looks pretty cool. It does actually serve one purpose, and that is actually to store the battery in the front right there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and load this guy up with a battery and some BBs and see how this guy shoots. All right, for the first shot, we got 367.7 with 1.26 joules. For the second shot, we got 370 with 1.27 joules. And the third shot is 373.8 with 1.3 joules. So pretty consistent overall. Let's turn this guy to full auto and see what the RPS is. About 5 RPS. I actually didn't notice this before, but basically the magazine and the little battery actually fit in this little compartment right here. That's why they actually have this little cap at the end. So it kind of just like seals the whole design together. Pretty nice. Obviously the hard part of this guy doesn't really have any iron sights as well. It's just like a little engrooving in the top right there, but I'll try my best. Actually not too bad. The iron sights are somewhat accurate just for being a like line in the top of there. Pretty funny, but it works. Obviously the iron sights are kind of hard to actually know where you're shooting, but you know, not too bad. Obviously we got most of them on the target right there. Pretty cool. Let's do a little bit closer over distance here. Wow, not too shabby. Let's try to hit that little red cup back there. Nice. 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 Obviously, I don't think this is comparing to performance of other $400 airsoft rifles, but yeah, not too bad. And you're going out on the field with some style. Obviously, after all those shots, I did a lot of them. There is 23 shots left, so kind of cool. That little counter is definitely a cool little gimmick. Let's turn this bad boy on some full auto and see what this guy's got. I think this says there are like 7 BBs left in here and the magazine just ran out. So yeah, actually pretty accurate with how many BBs are actually left in the airsoft gun itself. So yeah, wow, pretty cool. Some bonus points for that. Not too bad. We got a little tight gripping right there. When you use your $500 airsoft target as a stand to actually shoot a little plastic cup, big brain time. Fire select is definitely weird to say at least. Definitely not the easiest to use, but I guess it's kind of cool. Got it. Oh no, I dropped far. Oof. Well, we'll see if I die. Oh boy. Is this poison ivy? I don't know. Maybe. Yes, got it.